I can't find my money. I had $100 bill. I was saving it for today. I was planning to go shopping. My son is coming soon to take me to the supermarket. But now the money is gone. I remember I had it yesterday. I remember holding it. I even remember saying to myself, "Don't lose it." And now, it's not here. It's not anywhere. Isn't that strange? How can something so important just disappear? Do you ever lose something and feel like you're going crazy? That's how I feel right now. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't spend it. I didn't give it to anyone. So where is it? I try to think. I ask myself again and again, where did I put it? Where did I put it? But the answer doesn't come, and time is running. My son said he would be here in 20 minutes. What should I tell him? Sorry, we can't go shopping. I lost the money. That sounds silly. But it's true. And what if I never find it? What if I dropped it somewhere? What if someone took it? No one came to my house, so what's going on? Could I have hidden it too well? Sometimes I do that. I try to be careful. I hide things in safe places, but then I forget where those places are. Have you ever done that? Hidden something so well that even you can't find it? I start to wonder, did I even really have the bill? What if I imagined it? But no, I remember it clearly. It was real. I held it. I remember the color. I remember the number. So where is it now? Is this a dream? Is someone playing a joke on me? Could it be inside something? Maybe I put it in a book? Maybe I put it in a bag. Maybe I even left it in the bathroom. It sounds crazy, but when you're worried, every idea feels possible. And now another problem? I don't want to tell my son. He will say, "You always lose things." He will laugh. Or worse, he will worry about me. I don't want that. I want to be independent. I want to show him I'm fine. But how can I do that? If I lost the money, I start thinking, maybe I should say nothing. Maybe I should act normal. But what if he asks, "Where's the money, Mom?" What will I say then? Can I lie? No, I don't want to lie. But I don't want to tell the truth either. It's a small problem. But it feels big, just $100. But it feels like $1,000. Have you ever felt that way? Like something small becomes very big in your head? Why do I care so much? Is it the money? Or is it the feeling of forgetting? The feeling that something is wrong? The feeling that maybe I'm not as sharp as I used to be? I try not to think like that. But the thoughts come anyway. So now I wait. I think. I ask myself questions. And I hope I can solve this before he arrives. But the clock is ticking. And the money is still missing. I decide to check everything again. First, I think about where I was yesterday. I try to remember every moment. I say to myself, start from the beginning. I remember getting the money. It was new. I told myself to keep it safe. I didn't put it in the bank. I didn't give it to anyone. So, I must have kept it at home. But where? I go over the day in my mind. Did I take it to the kitchen? Maybe. Did I write something on a piece of paper and hide the money with it? Maybe. But I can't be sure. Isn't it strange how memory works? 1 minute you think you remember everything, and the next minute you remember nothing. I feel confused. I start asking myself simple questions. Did I leave it near the TV? No. Did I put it in the drawer? I already checked that. Could I have thrown it away by mistake? That one scares me. I don't want to think about that, but I have to be honest. Sometimes I throw away papers without looking. Could the money have been between two papers? Could it be in the trash? What would you do? Would you check the trash? Would you feel scared, embarrassed, angry? I feel all of that and more. But I don't stop thinking. I ask myself again, what did I do after I got the bill? I remember making tea. I remember reading the newspaper. I remember getting a phone call. Could I have moved the bill during the call? Maybe I moved it without thinking. Maybe I said, I'll put it here for now, and then forgot. That happens, right? You do something quickly and forget you did it. I keep thinking, what about my bags? I didn't take any bags out, or, wait, did I? I pause. I feel unsure again. Maybe I did take one small bag to the door, just in case I needed it. Could the money be in that bag? But which one? I have too many. I try to stay calm, but my thoughts are going fast now. I want to check everything at the same time, but that won't help. I need a plan. I tell myself, focus. But it's hard. Do you know that feeling? When your mind is jumping from one idea to another and you just want to scream? That's how I feel. And now I look at the clock. 10 minutes have passed. Only 10. But it feels like an hour. My son will be here soon. Should I tell him about the lost money? Should I act like everything is okay? I don't know. What would you do? I feel like I'm in a small problem that is growing bigger every second, and I still don't know where the money is. I still have no idea. And the worst part? A small voice in my head keeps asking, what if you never find it? What if this is just the beginning of something more serious? What if forgetting the money means something else? Something deeper? I don't want to think that. I don't want to believe that. But the question stays in my mind. And the money is still missing. I tell myself, let's check one more time. But this time I try to be smarter. I make a list in my head. Places where I could have put the money. I go over each place one by one. First, I think about the small wooden box where I keep letters. I often use it to hide small things, but when I check inside, it's only papers. No money. Then I think about the cupboard where I keep old recipes. I open every small notebook. I shake each one, just in case. Nothing. Not even a coin. I don't give up. I move to the bookshelf. Sometimes I put things in books. I check the thick ones first, one by one. I flip the pages slowly. I say, "Please be there." But the books give me nothing. Just pages, no surprises. Have you ever looked so hard that you start checking places that make no sense? That's where I am now. I check the sugar jar. I check under the napkins. I even open the freezer. Yes, the freezer. Why would I put money there? I don't know. But my brain says, check anyway. Isn't that crazy? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just what happens when we lose something and panic a little. I start thinking about calling someone, but who? My neighbor? My sister? Would they help me look, or would they laugh at me? What would you do if you were me? Would you tell someone or try to solve it alone? I decide to keep looking. I check under a stack of old magazines. Still nothing. Then I remember something. Last week, I cleaned a drawer and found some old coins. I remember thinking, I should put all my money in one place. Could I have put the bill there? I go back to that drawer. I open every small box inside. But no, just the same coins from last week. Then I hear a sound. My phone, a message. I check. It's my son. He says, "Mom, I'm 5 minutes away." I feel my heart race. What should I do now? Should I tell him when he arrives? Should I pretend everything is fine? I don't want to look confused. I don't want to look like I'm forgetting things. But maybe I am. Maybe this is more than just a lost bill. Maybe this is about how things are changing. I stop and think, is this really about money? Or is it about me not trusting my memory? That thought stays with me. It feels heavy. I don't like it. I want to feel in control. But right now, I don't. Right now, I feel small, lost, just like the $100. And I still haven't checked my coat pockets. But I already did, didn't I? Or did I just think I did? Now I'm not even sure. Everything is a question now. Even the things I thought I already checked. Time is running out. My son is almost here. And the money? Still missing? Still a mystery? Still haunting me. My son is almost here. Any minute now, I'll hear the car. I feel the pressure. I want to solve this before he arrives. I tell myself, think harder, one last try. I go over the same questions again. Where did I go? What did I do? What was I thinking? I repeat them like a song in my head. But no answers come, just more confusion. I start to doubt everything. Did I check the bags? Did I check the kitchen drawer? Did I check the closet? I think I did, but I'm not sure anymore. Isn't it strange how the brain can play tricks on you? You believe something is true, but then you ask yourself again, and it feels like a lie. I don't trust my own memory now. I feel like I'm chasing a shadow. The money was real. I saw it. I touched it. I planned to use it today. But now, it feels like a ghost. I wonder, what if I never had the bill? Could that be true? Could I be wrong about everything? Have you ever felt that? Like your own thoughts are turning against you? I think about my son again. He will be here in seconds. What will I say? I lost the money. I can't find it. I don't remember where I put it. All those options sound bad. I don't want to sound weak. I don't want him to worry. I want to be strong. I want to be the mother, not the one who needs help, not the one who forgets things. But what choice do I have now? I look around one more time. Nothing looks different. Nothing jumps out. And then something strange happens. A thought comes to my mind, a simple one. Check your pocket. That's it. Just those words. Check your pocket. I don't know why that thought comes. I already checked my pockets, didn't I? But something inside says it again, louder. Check your pocket. Why now? Why this idea after everything? Is it possible I never really checked? Or maybe I touched it but didn't notice. Could the money have been there the whole time? If that's true, what does it mean? What if I spent all this time searching for something I already had? Can you imagine that? Looking for answers, and they're with you the whole time? What would you do in that moment? Would you laugh? Would you cry? Would you feel silly? Or would you feel scared? I'm standing here, and the only thing I hear is my heartbeat. My son will be at the door soon, and all I can think now is one final question, one that might change everything. Is the money in my pocket? I take a breath. My hand moves slowly toward my pocket. I don't expect anything. I already looked there, or at least I think I did. But now something feels different. Something tells me this is the moment. My fingers go inside the pocket. I feel paper. I freeze. Could it be? I pull it out, and yes, it's the $100 bill, the same one, right there in my pocket. I stare at it. I don't know what to think. Should I be happy? Should I be angry? Should I laugh? I ask myself, how is this possible? I spent so much time thinking, so much time worrying. I made myself feel old, weak, lost, and the whole time the money was with me, right here in my pocket. I don't know what's worse, losing the bill or losing trust in my own mind. Do you know that feeling? When you realize you were the problem all along, that the mystery was never outside? It was inside. I feel a mix of relief and shame. I found the money, but I also found something else, doubt. I ask myself, why didn't I remember? Why didn't I check better? Why did I panic so fast? Maybe I was too sure. Maybe I didn't really check at all. Maybe I just assumed it wasn't there. And that's the twist, isn't it? I wasn't just looking for a bill. I was testing my memory, my mind, my control. And I failed. Or maybe I passed, but barely. What would you feel in this moment? Would you be proud you found it? Or embarrassed it was always with you? I don't know what lesson to take yet. But one thing is clear. What we think is lost is sometimes not lost at all. We just stop believing we still have it. I keep looking at the bill. It's just money. But now it feels like a message, a reminder, maybe even a warning. My son rings the bell. I don't answer right away. I'm still thinking. What do I tell him now? Do I say, I lost it, but it was in my pocket? Do I laugh? Do I stay quiet? So many questions for just one small bill. But maybe this wasn't about the bill. Maybe it was about me, my mind, my fear, my doubts. The money is back, but something else feels different, and I wonder, how many times in life do we look everywhere when the answer is already with us? I open the door. My son is standing there smiling. He says, "Hi, Mom, ready to go?" I smile back, but inside I'm still thinking, should I tell him? Should I say what happened? I hold the $100 bill in my hand. It feels heavier now, even though it's just paper. I say, "Yes, I'm ready." I don't say anything else. Not yet. We walk to the car. He talks about the traffic, about a sale at the store, about nothing important. I nod, but I'm not really listening. My mind is still stuck in that moment. The moment I found the bill in my pocket. After all that thinking, all that stress, all the questions. And now, everything is normal again. But not really. Something changed inside me. I realized something today. I realized how fast a small problem can grow. I realized how easy it is to doubt yourself. I realized that forgetting something doesn't mean you're broken. It just means you're human. Have you ever felt that? Like one small mistake made you question everything? That's how I felt. And now I wonder, how many other times have I done this? How many times did I look for something that was already with me? Maybe not just money, maybe ideas, maybe memories, maybe strength, maybe trust. Could it be that we all carry more than we think? Could it be that the answers we want are sometimes already in our pockets? I hold the bill tighter. I think about telling my son the whole story. But then I stop. Maybe not today, maybe later, or maybe never. It's not about the money. It's about the moment. And the lesson. I learned